and welcome to Guide Dogs for the Blind. My name is Caroline Wilkins, and I've been the supervisor of this class. We are here today to celebrate the graduation of the 488th class to graduate from our Oregon campus. Yeah, that number's getting pretty high. So I want to welcome all of you that are here with us in person, as well as those of you that are joining us via live stream. Like I said, we're here on the Oregon campus of Guide Dogs for the Blind, and I want to welcome all of you. So we are here today to celebrate 3 new guide dog partnerships and applaud the generosity of all of those folks that have come together to make today happen. So first, I'd like to thank our puppy raisers. Thank you for helping us to prepare these special dogs for their amazing roles. We literally could not fulfill this mission without you. You put your heart and soul into each of the dogs that you raise, and it absolutely shows, and we are immensely grateful for all the work that you have done. And we look forward to hearing from some of you a little bit later. Next, I'd like to thank our donors. Thank you for helping us to provide a lifetime of support to our alums at no cost to them. We don't receive any government funding, so we're very thankful for your support. And this afternoon, I'd like to especially thank the Annenberg Foundation of Los Angeles, California, for their team sponsorship of Jackie Rowe and male yellow lab guide dog, Fabio. Thank you very much for your support. Next, I'd like to thank our volunteers and employees. Thank you for all you do to support this mission. Whether you help by working with our dogs, in administration, our gift shop, or directly with our clients, again, we're so grateful for all that you do, and you really help to make our organization run smoothly. And we could not do it with the help of a large group of volunteers, which also includes our puppy raisers. So thank you so much. And now I'd like to share a short video about our mission. This video is audio described. So in addition to the narrator, you will hear a second voice that is describing the scenes in the video, and captions are also included. So these inclusive features ensure everyone can access and enjoy the video. Please enjoy.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey. Whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program.
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
Or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
All right. Isn't that a heartwarming video? Brings tears to my eyes every time. All right, so next I would like to introduce our instructional team that was part of class for the last 2 weeks. We have guide dog mobility instructor Caitlin Merrill and apprentice guide dog mobility instructor Jenny Powell. And thank you to both of you for all of your amazing work these 2 weeks. And now I'm going to pass it on to Jenny, and she will be introducing our clients this afternoon.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. As Caroline said, my name is Jenny Powell, and I have the pleasure to introduce the clients of class OR488. Thank you all again for being here and to help us celebrate these 3 lovely new teams. So first up, we have Janie Boland of Bakersfield, California, who received Veruca, a female yellow Labrador retriever who was raised by Terry and Steve Holtquist of Longmont, Colorado. Janie is excited to explore new areas and introduce Veruca to her friends, family, and assortment of pets, which currently includes a cockatiel, 2 dogs, 7 cats, and 9 free-roaming chickens.
Thank you all for being here. I know all of you here have had some part in this graduation, and just want to thank you for that. I knew I was going to get all choked up. I also especially want to thank our instructors and for everything that you've taught us and helped us with, and also Veruca's puppy raisers, Terry and Steve. you put a lot of love into her, and it shows. I just really appreciate everything. And to my family that are watching from home, and my family and friends, love you guys, and thank you for all your support and helping me to get here. That's it.
Hi there, I am Terry, and I got to raise beautiful Veruca. And I just have to warn you guys, this is my third time at an in-person graduation, and I haven't made it through one without crying yet. So we'll see how it goes today. Janie's, yeah. Janie and I were talking about how we're both criers, so fair warning. I've been raising guide dog puppies for a little over 10 years now, and Veruca is my 8th puppy. And you know, each puppy is a treasure, and each one is so different. And when we got Veruca, we knew very quickly, this is probably the smartest guide dog puppy I have ever raised. Whip smart. And she has such a big heart. When I received Veruca, I was going through a hard time, facing some very serious health challenges, and was feeling very down and very hopeless. And she gave me something to live for. Well, now we know. Just a couple of fun things about this little girl. One is that when you see her lying on the floor, she'll have her front paws daintily crossed over each other, like a dainty little lady. And she would always be so excited when I would come into the room, and she would bring me not only one toy, but 2 toys. So even if she had some huge toy in her mouth, she'd find a second one, bring it to me, and go back and forth under my legs, back and forth again and again. Such a happy girl. And the other thing she used to do was lick my other dog's ears. We have 2 pet dogs at home, a yellow lab career change and a Brittany Spaniel. Their ears were drenched for a whole year. They looked so bedraggled for that year Veruca was with us. And last August, I had to say goodbye to her and put her on the puppy truck, and I did so with a lot of tears and a very heavy heart. But it is with a very full heart that I get to stand here today and know that I've been a part of this beautiful partnership that now exists between Janie and Veruca, and I know it's going to be an absolutely amazing one. So Veruca, I'm so proud of you. I always knew you'd make it up here. I love you with all my heart. I'll love you forever. My piece of my heart goes with you. And blessings on both of you. Thank you.
So lest there be any doubt, I'm Steve, but she's the puppy raiser. My job is to support her. But the other thing that you might not know is that she has a whole club behind her. And they told her that she needed another puppy, that it was important that she get another puppy, and when she got this puppy, because she was going through a really, really hard time. And this puppy changed her life. And now she gets to change your life. And I want you guys to know that the clubs are amazing too. That's the groups of puppy raisers that meet, that learn, that get trained how to help these dogs become who they really are made to be. And they're called to be this special, special thing. So Janie, we're grateful that we get to know you, and that she gets to be with you and to help you explore and do new things that you haven't done, and enjoy that time. We look forward to getting to know you better too. So yeah, bless you.
Okay, next up we have Chelsea Bowden of Bothell, Washington, who received Harry, a male black Labrador retriever raised by Peggy Sundstrom and Mick Anderson of Aurora, Colorado. Chelsea is looking forward to introducing Harry to her friends, family, and her horse, Aria. Chelsea works as a massage therapist and is ready to take on the world with Harry.
Thank you, Jenny. Okay, well, Harry is my 3rd guide dog, and it's been a very fun class learning to work with him. And I just really appreciate everybody that came here for us, including Harry's puppy raisers, whom I got to meet and chat with. So I want to thank everybody, not only the puppy raisers that raise these dogs, but also all the people behind the scenes, the puppy clubs, volunteers, puppy sitters. And then once the dogs are here, the trainers, the kennel staff, even the dorm staff that make us as students feel comfortable, and the dogs as well, while we're in training. And then once we leave, these dogs don't stop touching people. When I'm at work, everybody loves seeing him, and everybody enjoys seeing us work out in the community. So just because these dogs are done here and have had support along the way, they don't stop touching lives once they go home with us. So thank you, everybody.
Hi, I'm Peggy, and the gentleman that was here before me spoke about puppy raising clubs. And that's the heart and soul of the puppy raising community. And on behalf of our puppy raising club, here's a donation for Harry's harness. You know, Mick and I have been involved with Guide Dogs for the Blind since 2001. It was really after 9/11 that we had that desire to work with an organization that did so much for other people. And so between 2001 and Harry, we have raised 16 guide dogs and graduated 12. And that was at the same time that we have had 5 competition golden retrievers. So our house is full of dogs. Harry's very well socialized, and he loves cats. So this is some good things. You know, we were telling Chelsea that he's always been such a happy boy, and Zoomies are part of his routine when he's not working, because he's very serious when he's working. And I told her, I don't have any pictures of Harry when he's smiling, because when I'd ask him to sit so I could take a picture, then he would get very serious. So I have to remember in my mind that smile and that fun, exuberant boy, which you can see here today. You know, these dogs do so much for people like Chelsea, and we're delighted that he's another in your wonderful group of dogs. But I have just to tell you a little story. When Mick flew Harry back this October to come back for training, he was lucky enough to be put in first class. Upgrade, nice. And he sat next to a fellow who didn't look very happy. And the man looked at the dog, and Mick thought, oh, maybe he doesn't like dogs. Turns out it was quite different. He immediately asked to touch Harry. Harry spent the whole 2 hours with his head on the man's lap. He was quite depressed. He had PTSD, and he told Mick how much it meant to have this animal to love, even for 2 hours. And it made him relax and be calm about flying. So these dogs do so much more than we could imagine, because they touch our hearts and our spirits. So we wish you all the best, Chelsea. We're delighted to see Harry. It's such a happy day. Those tears are right there, I know. Saying goodbye is never easy, but we know it's not forever. And we will see you and hear from you again. We know Harry's in a great spot. So good luck and have a wonderful life together.
One second. Yeah, no, you're good. If you guys wanted, yeah. Do you want to take my arm? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So last, but certainly not least, we have Jackie Rowe, a proud resident of Redondo Beach, California, who received Fabio, a male yellow lab retriever raised by Lauren Stento of Boise, Idaho, and Nikki Mitchell of Meridian, Idaho. As a devoted single mother of 3 vibrant souls, Riley, aged 15, Zoe, 13, and Bo, 6, Jackie works as a massage therapist, bringing comfort and healing to those in need. Her heart overflows with love for her family, her friends, and the fulfilling work that fills her days with purpose and joy.
Hi. I just really want to say thank you so much for raising Fabio and putting so much love into him. And yeah, it means the world to me. And I want to thank all the trainers, the staff, everybody behind GDB. And yeah, you're really doing something very life-changing. So thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Anyone who has raised a puppy before knows how bittersweet recall day can be. For Fabio, this day was different. I raised Fabio during one of the most chaotic years of my life. I was finishing college while working full-time. And I also had doubled up puppies. For anyone that raises puppies, you know that that's a lot. So I doubled up with his best friend named Pax, who he had helped raise. And just weeks prior to Fabio's recall, we ended up losing one of our pet dogs. And yet, through it all, this dog was everything I needed him to be. He was solid, he was passionate, I had no doubt in my heart that he was meant to do this job. So when recall day came, there was only excitement in the air. I bent down, gave him a kiss, gave him a hug, one last nose rub, because for anyone that knows this dog, he loves his nose rubs. And I said, "See you at graduation, buddy." And here we are. Puppy raising takes a village. Between puppy sitters, my amazing co-raiser Laura, who unfortunately could not be here today, the training instructors, campus volunteers, so many people put effort into helping this dog become who he is today. And it makes me so proud to say that he's going to you. And I always knew that he was going to be someone's missing puzzle piece, and it makes me so happy that he is going to be yours. Welcome to the puppy raising family.
And I have a letter from Laura, and it reads, "With your enthusiasm, desire to work, and silly demeanor, I'm certain that you will be the best guide and companion for Jackie. You have always shown us that you were excited to become a guide. Thank you to the Mitchell family for allowing me to join them on this journey with such a great dog. I will always smile when I think about waking up and seeing you with that big nose, patiently and silently waiting for the new day to begin and seemingly thinking about what new adventures might await. Stay happy and healthy. Lots of love and nose rubs." Signed, Laura Stento. And then on the screen behind me, we have 3 pictures. From left to right, picture number 1 has Fabio seated on a wooden floor. Correct, okay. Photo 2. Fabio is lying on the cement floor wearing his green puppy jacket. Behind him, a quilt with a large red heart is hanging on the wall. And photo 3, Fabio is seated next to a dental chair. That is all. Okay, thank you. And as they're leaving, we are going to get ready for our demo, our dog demo. So Caroline will come back up on this stage. I'm going to set this down here. But yes, we thank you all again. We're not done yet, but thank you all again for joining us and celebrating our new teams. And as Caitlin will be doing a demo with a guide dog named Cinder. So as Caroline, yeah, here you go.
Thank you, Jenny. And before we start our guide dog demonstration here, I just wanted to be the first to congratulate our 3 new graduates. And I want to wish you the best of luck in your travels as you venture home to your home areas. So best of luck. Okay, so before we bring up Caitlin and Cinder, I'm going to give just a little bit of some background information about how we train our guide dogs here. So during training, our dogs learn most of the skills involved with guide work through the use of a clicker, which marks a behavior that we want the dogs to repeat. You may have just heard that clicker that Caitlin demonstrated for me. So the clicker makes communication consistent and timely and tends to be better than just praise or food alone. We start by pairing food with the sound of the click, and this does not take very long. For the most part, we're using Labradors here, so they really like their food, and they start to figure out very quickly that if they hear that click, kibble better be coming. And once they have that behavior, then we pair that click with the desired behavior that we want the dogs to learn. So for example, if they are doing something like stopping for a curb or going into a down position, they get that click, and these dogs think food and are likely to want to repeat these behaviors in anticipation of getting rewarded. And Caitlin is doing just a little bit of some prep work with female black lab Cinder, who is in training. And you are welcome to come on out to the front of the stage now. So we're going to be doing what we call a chair targeting demonstration. And we use what's called the back chain technique. So we start at the end goal, which is being close to the bench, and then we add steps as we move forward and increase distance from that target. So she's going to start by using a hand target, and the dog will touch her nose to the target. She gets the click, and she thinks food, so she wants to keep targeting that hand. And Cinder is very enthusiastic about this. You can tell she's willingly going up to that hand, and immediately when she hears that click, she's looking to Caitlin for that reward. Now Caitlin is going to add a little bit of distance, so she's taking a few steps back away from the bench. Cinder is showing extra enthusiasm by actually putting her feet up on the bench. But Caitlin will do a nice job of trying to temper that enthusiasm as she goes. Perfect. She much calmly approached the bench that time. So Caitlin's just going to keep creating more and more distance and continuing to feed at the bench. The dog is now showing some anticipation. She's pulling towards the bench without Caitlin saying anything. And the last step is going to be Caitlin's going to pick up that harness handle and ask her to find the bench. Let's see if she can do it. She very quickly, yes, let's give them a round of applause. So that last step, she very quickly led Caitlin accurately right to the middle of the bench. And that's the behavior we're looking for. As you might be able to tell, these dogs really, really enjoy this type of training, as do the instructors. It's pretty fun to watch the dogs learn and have that enthusiasm and just be positively rewarded. And that's our goal, to keep these dogs happy and healthy and learning their job in the best way possible. And this simple targeting technique can be used, by our clients in their home area. They can apply this same principle by teaching their dogs to target all sorts of target points. Think about ATM machines maybe, or bus stops that may be in the middle of the sidewalk, pedestrian crosswalk buttons, any number of things. Our clients have been instructed on how to use this technique as well once they get home. So again, let's give Caitlin and Cinder a round of applause. Okay, well that does conclude our ceremony today. I just want to thank all of you for joining us today. Again, whether you're here in person or you've joined us via live stream. If you're interested in volunteering, maybe joining our staff, or know anybody who might benefit from our services, please feel free to visit guidedogs.com. And if you would like to make a donation to support our mission, you are able to text the word partnerships to 50155. All right, so please join us for some refreshments in our lobby. Our gift shop will also remain open for a little while after the ceremony. And I just want to thank you again, and I want to wish our clients again safe travels, and I hope to not see you again for another 8 to 10 years or so. All right, thanks everybody.